Hey, what's going on? Justin here. And today I have another Rebrickable of another Transformer from the same designer, which is Ransom Fern. So if you do like the way that this one looks, or in a previous video, Bumblebee, go check them out. They look absolutely great. This thing is awesome. It's so much better than the Lego version, in my opinion, because again, I don't care about the cartoon version. Like, that's not what I care about. I have more of a connection to the movies with Shia LaBeouf and stuff like that. So this one is absolutely perfect, and it goes well with the Bumblebee, which I'll show at the end. So yeah, other than that, we're just gonna go ahead and dive right into this amazing set. And again, this is on Rebrickable by Ransom Fern. So let's go ahead and take a look. So first up, speaking of this, there are 2 or 3, 4 pieces-ish in here. I want to say that one of these round kind of anti-stud kind of ones, and then 2 of these other pieces that are into this. And I didn't recognize that or realize that, and I thought I was just missing pieces. But it turns out, as looking at this right now, yep, there's some of the pieces right there. So if you don't have a ton of extra pieces lying around, you will need some of the pieces built into this stand, but it will not be the nameplate itself. So you can still have that, which is great. As far as the build, Ransom Fern did reach out to me after the last video, which great Bumblebee set, and it's up this way, and sturdiness, and it's just really good. And he told me, hey, when I designed Optimus Prime, it was before I was maybe as good of a designer as I am today. So of course, this one probably is not as sturdy as Bumblebee, and there are areas around that aren't, and I'm not going to shake it like I typically do with Rebrickable models, because there are pieces that might fall off. But again, I'm not going to play with this. I'm not trying to transform this into you know, a semi truck or do anything like that. So this is kind of how it's going to display for me. It's going to display like this, Bumblebee on this side with Bumblebee's nameplate as well. But it does have this cannon, which kind of sits in his hand pretty well if you're just hanging out, but the weight is looking good now. But of course, if you try to, he's not going to stand like this, because the amount of weight is going to just swing his arm down. And same with this side, which again, I'm not mad about. I'm going to display him like this, and the weight and the type of joint that they use, that's just how it's going to be done. And again, this is built only using the pieces that come with the set. So I think this is great. I did swap a few things out that I had pieces of myself. Like this part isn't going to be right there. It's going to be a plain gray tile, but I already had the stickers on all of these gray tiles, so I couldn't just put them anywhere, because then it started to look weird. So if you are going to do this, I would do it before you put the stickers on, or if you're putting the stickers on and you don't care, then it really doesn't matter. But this was one of the places where one of the gray tiles would have went, but one of them would have had the sticker on it. So instead I put this up front and just used some gray tiles that I had spare, because I'm working on my city and whatnot. So I just had extra pieces. As far as, you know, the back, I think it looks really good. Everything moving around, I think looks great. I think this model, and it's huge. I can't state that enough. I'm going to put Bumblebee next to it, but it's bigger than you would think, which is great. I mean, I'm 6'1" almost, and you know, this is a pretty good height. So yeah, I think this is overall so far a really good model, but we're going to get a little closer and just look at some of the ins and outs of this, and then we'll put Bumblebee next to it just so you can see exactly how Optimus Prime stacks up. So this Optimus Prime is great. You can see, I think it looks fantastic using and making use of all the pieces that come with the set. The head looks great. They use the plate that has the eyes in it, the printed tiles that are on the side. I had to again use the printed or the stickered element here, because I'd already put the sticker on. So I had to make use of some pieces that I had in my collection, which is a 2x2 and a 2x4 gray tile, because that's where the tile would have been. And I knocked off a piece because this is one of the most kind of sensitive areas, is like the knees. These kind of fall off, or if they're messed around with too much, they might come off. But seeing as how I'm not using it as a play model, I think it's completely fine to just stand there. I think the cannon's great. It's connected just by a little plate element right here, and it just connects to 2 studs, and then sits in his hand. So it is a very, I don't know, weak-ish connection point, but again, it's just sitting here like this. There's some articulation in the elbows if you want to have his hands up, but I'm just going to have him down. His arms do weigh a bit, so the ball joints on the shoulders do not stick very well, but overall, as a display model, I absolutely love it. Now, when picking it up, the biggest thing is to know where to pick it up, and so far, the best that I found is just putting my hand right there, like this, and kind of lifting him up, and just supporting it at the top, but lifting it mainly right there. And that's because that seems to be the most sturdy part. If you start picking it up by right here, that's when the knee elements start falling off. There's some kind of posability with the feet, but if you start angling them too much, it might mess with things. And again, the designer did reach out to me and say, hey, this one's probably not as sturdy, or, you know, this is when I was an earlier designer, so I understand where things may not be as sturdy as with Bumblebee, but I think even still, this is a great use of the pieces and a great kind of use of my money and time. I absolutely love this. I don't really have any complaints. Could it be more sturdy? Yeah, but I mean, it's great. I absolutely love having this one more than I did with the other one. Like, I prefer seeing this when I walk into my office on display rather than the smaller transformable one, because I've never transformed it. It's sat there in its kind of robot version versus the truck version. So this is just going to sit there in this version as well. And when you pair it next to Bumblebee, I think this is just absolutely perfect for any fan who is a fan of the movies and Transformers. If you don't like the movies, then you might not like this one. But if you like mechs, especially bigger ones, this one's super tall and super great. So yeah, I mean, great job to me, and absolutely love it. Gonna have this on display, and it's just gonna chill like this with Bumblebee for the foreseeable future. So here we have Bumblebee and we have Optimus Prime, and both these are the movie versions, so absolutely great. But you can see, basically making sure I'm not messing stuff up, which I am. Next to each other, Optimus Prime is significantly taller, and he is taller. Like in world, he is a taller, kind of, not menacing, that would be Megatron, but just, you know, his presence is there with how big he is. And this is supposed to be a, you know, in the movies, a Camaro, and this is a semi truck. So of course, bigger truck, more pieces, more parts, bigger robot, and Bumblebee's more agile and stuff like that. So these are the two movie Transformers put together. I think they are both fantastic. I absolutely love both of these. And when I think Starscream is supposed to be the next one, I'm going to assume that Ransom Fern is going to make a movie version of Starscream, which I hope he does, because if he does, I would absolutely build that one too, because these are just great. And I love these movies, and I watch them occasionally still when I just want some type of action movie that just is really entertaining and really well shot. These Lego sets are great. They do hold together. Like, I'm not gonna mess with them too much. Bumblebee is the more sturdy of the two, but Optimus Prime, I mean, if you want, you can still hang out, do things. The torso does turn, so that's great. There is some articulation if you want. I just have his legs a little out like that so he can stand properly and not be super wobbly. So yeah, overall, that's my thoughts on Optimus Prime. I think it's fantastic. I think it was worth the money, and I think that it is a significant upgrade over the original version that Lego gave us, and that's just my personal opinion. So yeah, if you do like this version, Ransom Fern is his name, through Rebrickable. You can purchase the instructions and build this up and just go through it and have a lot of fun, maybe put on the movie. So yeah, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope you all have a great weekend. Thank you.